On SNG Daily, let's take a look at stories that are making global headlines. Overnight attacks have hit a huge power plant in Ukraine, causing massive disruption across the war-ravaged nation. Putin's response to that? Russia had to. Speaking to his ally, Belarus's President Lukashenko, the Russian president said, and I quote, "We observed a series of strikes on our energy sites recently and were obliged to respond," unquote. He has called it a part of the exercise of demilitarisation of Ukraine. Putin also said Russia has not been invited to the Ukraine Peace Summit in Switzerland that's planned for June. Without Russia's participation, he called the summit a complete circus, claiming that Russia was in favour of peace talks, but not in the format that the West was suggesting. At a time when US politics is stalling aid to Ukraine, Japan's Prime Minister Fumio Kishida told a joint session of US Congress that without US support, Ukraine could collapse under Russia's onslaught. He's only the second Japanese Prime Minister to address a joint session of Congress after Shinzo Abe, and he underlined the role of US leadership in global affairs, urging Americans to shed notions of self-doubt. His address also highlighted concerns regarding North Korea and China.
Without US support, how long before hopes of Ukraine would collapse under the onslaught from Moscow? Ukraine of today may be East Asia of tomorrow.
A court in Vietnam has handed down the death penalty to a billionaire real estate dealer for her role in financial fraud. The chairwoman of Van Thin Phat Holdings Group, Chuang Mi-lan, was found guilty of embezzlement, bribery and violating banking rules. The court found her guilty of holding 91.5% stake in Saigon Commercial Bank, which meant almost total control over its affairs. And she used that control to embezzle funds and bribe officials. She was held guilty of financial damage to the tune of $20 billion. That's roughly 5% of Vietnam's GDP. The prosecution is a part of the ruling Communist Party leaders' crackdown on corruption called Blazing Furnace. The anti-graft campaign has seen many senior state officials and high-profile executives prosecuted. With increasing concerns over a possible retaliation by Iran, the US has dispatched senior military commander General Kurilla to Israel. Despite differences, Biden said US support for Israel remains ironclad. Iran's supreme leader said Israel must be punished, and it shall be, for attacking the Iranian embassy compound in Syria. Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has acknowledged his nation is facing challenging times in the midst of the war in Gaza. US Secretary of State Antony Blinken has also reached out to countries like China to use its influence to dissuade Tehran from attacking Israel. An investigation carried out by an NGO called Earthsight has claimed that top fashion brands like Zara and H&M use cotton for their products that have caused significant destruction to Brazil's rainforests. The cotton came from an area where people were forced off their homeland through intimidation, shootings, and violent attacks. The cotton was then certified as being sustainable by Better Cotton, which has also launched an inquiry after the report. H&M has said it takes these allegations seriously. For more such videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you hit the like button and follow for more news updates.